Hey y'all, thank you so much for joining me for another video. My name is Bailey, and in my videos we just discuss things mental health, physical health, and lifestyle. So just all about you, taking care of you, and how we can do better. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing seasonal affective disorder, or SAD for short. I don't know about y'all, but with the summer coming to an end and fall fixing to start, seasonal affective disorder has just really been on my mind a lot lately. It's one of those things that I pretty much deal with every single year, and I know that I'm not alone in that, so I thought that I could make a video and we could discuss it, talk about what it's like, and talk about the different things that you can do to prepare yourself, or if you're currently dealing with, how to maybe help you through. So let's get into it. Before we get into this conversation, just go ahead and grab your coffee or your tea or whatever you're sipping on. Get you a nice little swaller, and we'll dive in. Okay guys, so seasonal affective disorder is a form of seasonal depression that occurs when the days get shorter and the temperatures start dropping. So there's not as much sunlight outside. We're not outside as much, playing, swimming, whatever it may be. So we're not soaking up that sunlight, and we're not getting to be outside. Being outside in itself is very good for us. It is generally a seasonal thing. That's not to say that it's always a seasonal thing, but for the most part it is. It usually occurs, around October to, I would say, March. And then, the temperatures start rising. It starts getting warmer outside. The sun's outside for a lot longer. So that's whenever that seasonal depression tends to go away. And then, of course, each year, around the same time each year, it can kind of creep back in. So that's what we're here to talk about today, and kind of help me and help you figure out how we can deal with it and get on top of it. You would probably be surprised to know this, but around 20% of Americans suffer with some type of seasonal affective disorder. Y'all, that's like 65 million people, okay? That is not a small number. That's a lot of people. And something else too, about 80% of people who suffer with a mood disorder of any kind, so like me personally, I suffer with OCD. So like 80% of people who suffer with a mood disorder say that the season change affects their mood negatively in some way. So you're definitely not alone. It is actually pretty normal, and let's figure out what we can do about it. Some things that you may notice when you're starting to experience SAD would be things like feeling sluggish, problems sleeping, gaining weight, loss of interest in things that you normally would love to do, just not a lot of motivation, persistent low mood, feeling groggy all the time, just low energy. A lot of the signs that you could sometimes correlate with depression. So you'll start noticing those if you are going into a seasonal affective disorder. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that we can do to help ourselves whenever we're dealing with seasonal affective disorder, or to kind of help us prepare ourselves so that this season isn't as bad on us as maybe the prior years have been. First, I need another sip of coffee. I love me some coffee, y'all. And I don't know about y'all, but I love doing this, and it irritates my husband so much. One of the first things that we can do is we can do some sort of light therapy. There are different variations of light therapy. You can actually buy a light therapy lamp. They recommend that the lamp be 10,000 lux wattage or higher. So a light lamp mimics the sun. They recommend that first thing in the morning, whenever you wake up, you go outside, sit in front of your light lamp, and just soak up that sunshine or fake light. It will really help you. It'll kind of mimic that sunshine that we are missing from our lives in the colder months, and it'll help for sure. Vitamin D, or a decrease of vitamin D, has been shown to contribute to depression. So you can start supplementing with some sort of vitamin D, whether it's oral, something that you put on your skin perhaps, but just some sort of vitamin D to help replenish what we are missing out on in the cold months. Another one, and I'm sure that you could not guess that this was coming, but exercise. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Just try it. Just try it. I know you're gonna say that you don't have any time to go exercise. You work all day and then you come home and you take care of the kids, or you cook supper, or whatever it may be. You just don't have time, but you do. You actually do. You just need to find your why. When I say that you need to find your why, I don't mean because I want abs and a dump truck. That is not a realistic goal. It is not going to keep you motivated. You will last with that goal for a whole day and a half, and you'll go right back to your normal routine, doing the same things that you've always done. Nothing will change. You need to find your why, and I mean a good why. Something that motivates you each and every day to show up for yourself. Even on the days whenever you don't want to go to the gym. I didn't want to go to the gym yesterday. I just was not feeling it at all. But I showed up for myself. That's what exercising, working towards a goal, that's what it's about. It's about showing up for yourself every day because you're worth it. You are worth it. I'm worth it. You're worth it. And if I can do it, I promise you can do it. Because I work a 9-to-5 job, I have a 2-year-old child, and I cook dinner every single night for my husband. And I go to the gym for an hour to an hour and a half every single day through the week. And then the weekends are my rest time. You can definitely make it work for yourself. For instance, my why is for my mental and physical health. Y'all, this time last year, my mental health was so awful. I've talked about it in some of my previous other videos. I'll put a video here talking about my struggles with OCD. So for me, I'm doing this for the free endorphins. Literally free. How many things in life are free? Not very many. But you get free endorphins from working, which is the feel-good hormone. If you did not know what endorphins were, it literally makes you feel good. So I go to the gym, I put in the work, I'm starting to see little results here and there, and that in itself gives you motivation. Progress breeds motivation. So when you take a picture of yourself your first day going to the gym, and then you take a picture of yourself your second month at the gym, you're going to notice little things. You're going to notice little changes. That is going to make you feel so good, and that is going to be so much motivation in itself for you to continue doing what you're doing. So just try it, y'all. I plan on making some videos for the routines that I've started doing, like my workout routines, my stretching routine, the things that I eat in a day. So if y'all would like to see some of that content as a girl like me who is just starting out and trying to figure everything out for herself as well, if y'all would like to see more content like that, let me know in the comments below. I always love to hear from y'all, what y'all like, what you don't like. So, don't be afraid of hurting my feelings. Another one I bet you didn't know that I was coming in with. You are what you eat. And this is so true, y'all. What you put in, you literally get back out. If you're constantly putting bad in, you're going to only be getting bad out. How can you expect to be healthy, mind and body, if you're constantly putting junk into your mind and your body? So for instance, I'll tell you what me and my husband have started doing. We have started ordering from Thrive Market. This is not sponsored. I'm just letting y'all know what has helped us to make cleaner, smarter, better choices for our family. So we've started ordering from Thrive Market. If you didn't know, they make quality products that don't have all of the BS ingredients in it, the artificial food dyes and such that we're really trying to get away from, the stuff that is really bad for our bodies. It doesn't have any of that in it. So they actually have a lot of really good snacks, y'all. You should check it out. But other than that, I love some caffeine. I love caffeine. Okay, I love soda. I'm not going to lie to you and say that I don't like soda, because I love soda. I love a good Sprite, a good Mountain Dew. But they are very bad for us. So me and my husband have actually switched to the Olipop brand of prebiotic sodas. We get those now instead of, you know, like Coca-Cola or Mountain Dew or whatever it may be. They're really good, surprisingly, y'all. Just try one. I would recommend the flavors that are already flavored after a soda. So like the Dr. Pepper, the orange, the grape. Those are all really good flavors. Some of them are okay, some of them not as good, but you know, just try different few flavors and see which ones you really like that you could actually see yourself drinking. Tonight we will have a Poppy or an Olipop with our dinner, and that is our little fix for the evening, if you will. So just try to make small changes. You know, stop buying sodas every day. Get you an Olipop. Try to drink more water. Before you go get your morning coffee, drink a bottle of water first. It's actually really good for you to drink a bottle of water whenever you first wake up, because if you think about it, you've been sleeping for 8 hours. Your body hasn't had a drop of liquid in at least 8 hours. So don't you think it probably could use something? Yeah, not coffee. I mean, I love my coffee, y'all, but it needs water. That's what we need first thing in the morning. So another good idea would be socialization. Get out, see some friends, spend some time with your family, go on a girl's trip, a guy's trip, whatever. Go spend some time with somebody that you actually enjoy being around, that you love, that brings joy to your life, and go spend some time with them. I don't know about you, but when I get around my family or whenever I get around my group of friends and we're doing something, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter, I instantly feel happier. Just being with this group of people, they bring me so much joy and love, and that really fills my soul. So you should try that for yourself and see if it doesn't fill yours a little bit. So as I'm sitting here filming this video, today is September the 5th. We have, well, first off, your girl's birthday is in 2 weeks from today, you guys. Whoop, whoop. I will be 29, the last year of my 20s. Okay, super excited. Also kind of sad, but we're more excited. Okay, we're excited. It's a blessing to get older. It is not a curse. It could be a lot worse, you guys. So I'll just be thankful for another year. I'll be thankful to still be alive and still be here. But I digress. Point is, you have Halloween in October, Thanksgiving in November, and Christmas in December. And then, of course, you've got New Year's. So there are so many things about to be going on. Pumpkin patches, festivals, haunted houses, Christmas festivals, Christmas villages, light tours, so many things that you can get out and go do with your friends or your family. Just whoever you want to do it with. Just get out and do something, and you'll feel better. Another option would be CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy. I think that I've talked about it in one of my previous videos before, but CBT is pretty much the idea that the way that we act or think affects how we feel. I don't know about you, but I personally definitely believe that. Goes back to what you put in, you get out. If you're constantly watching negative TV shows, negative news stories, like that stuff is going to get to you. It really is. But with cognitive behavioral therapy, this is just a type of therapy that you would do for several weeks or sometimes even several months. It just, it varies person to person. A lot of people have seen significant improvement with CBT, so it's definitely something to look into. Something else kind of along the same lines would be a type of medication. Well, more specifically, a SSRI. So that is a serotonin-based medication. Generally takes about 4 weeks for any new medication to really get into your system and start changing things, start working, if you will. So that is always another option. Taking an SSRI type medication could possibly help you as well. and, you know, don't knock it till you try it. Sometimes medication helps. I take medication for my OCD, and it has helped tremendously. I've talked about that before, but I'm all for medication, because sometimes it really does seem like there is nothing else that helps. So if you can find a medication that works for you and it really does bring you any type of peace or joy, do whatever makes you feel best. Something else you can do this all year. You can do this for just a few months. You can do this really whenever, however long you would like to. That is a mood chart. So a mood chart would essentially be you tracking your mood day to day, and that's going to help you and your healthcare provider or your therapist. That's going to help y'all really see when your mood is the best, when it's the worst, kind of see, you know, what type of things perhaps you notice creates the bad mood, and what kind of things really help to bring on a good mood, so that you can start dabbling in those things more, provided that they're safe for you. You know, let's be real, because there are some things that probably make you feel good that aren't good for you. So let's not get it twisted. Okay? Anyways, and lastly, probably the least likely option, but you know, throw it in there anyways. I like to give y'all all the info. Move to Yuma, Arizona, y'all. Yuma, Arizona is the sunniest place in the world. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. Probably not a viable option for most. I know that it's not for me, but it is the sunniest place on earth. So, something to think about, right? No, but in all seriousness, guys, seasonal affective disorder affects so many of us, and I feel like it doesn't get talked about very often. You probably don't even hear the term very much. You probably hear the term winter blues more than you hear sad or seasonal affective disorder. They're all the same thing, all the same concept. That's all that I have for y'all in today's video. I really hope that you gained something from this video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss other videos like this whenever they go live. I would be interested to hear from y'all what type of content you like best from me, what y'all prefer. And also, I'm really curious to hear what y'all struggle with most when it comes to seasonal affective disorder. So go ahead and leave that in the comments below, and we can talk about it some more. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I will be back in a new video next week. Bye, guys.